Internet. I know people that are listening to this in Columbus, Cincinnati, Erie, Pennsylvania. I talked to a guy in Colorado who said he was listening in this evening to the show. Just like this event now, the streaming of what Matt says is being heard all over the nation. I laughed. You even mentioned today that Michelle Bachman that their office was listening in this morning. A group that really is paying close attention to that is Columbus. And here's a group of people that are taken away 3-4 days a week, shipped off to Columbus, 2 hours drive. These guys are busting tail back and forth all the time, and they get caught in that bubble in Columbus. And for 2 or 3 days, they're doing their thing, and this is their one close connection back to their constituents here in Northeastern Ohio. I'd like to introduce a few of those members for you now, because they came all the way back from Columbus and drove right up here in all the nasty weather and everything to be with us tonight. So I'd like to get everyone's attention here. We have, gentlemen, you want to come on up? I have this evening, we have Senator Bob Gibbs. Representative Dave Hall. Representative Todd Stitzler. I'm going to give the mic to you first, Bob. I'll let you say it. You have the floor.
Well, thank you, and Dougie, I got to follow him. let's give another hand for Dougie. You know, it's just average Joe citizen, that's in quotes, you know, but people are waking up in this country, in this state, in this country, and they're going to stand up, and we're going to take this country back next year, right? And people like Matt Patrick, now he's a true patriot. He gets on that radio, and he tells it the way it is, and he asks questions, pointed questions, and gets the answers. And a big thank you to Matt for all the work that he's done. And I'm sure that's not done. He's not going to go away. He's going to be somewhere. I don't know where, but he'll be somewhere. And because he's a true patriot, and he's sure that he's going to make sure that this country is better. We leave this country better for the next generations to come. And I'm confident of that. You know, when you listen to Matt on the radio and you think what's going on in this country, it's so great to have people like Matt on the radio to tell us, to explain to us, and bring people on. You know, how would we really know about crap and tax if it wasn't for people on the radio like Matt? How would we know about the takeover of our healthcare system? Because the liberals in Washington spin that so much, and it's good to hear a local voice. And then, like was also said earlier, about the local issues. And it's kind of interesting when I listen to the radio, I hear about some of the local issues up here because I'm not in this area, and it's kind of interesting to hear what's going on in Akron and Cuyahoga Falls and around. And it was mentioned that from Columbus, and my two state reps will probably talk a little bit more about Columbus. I want to just briefly talk a little bit about Washington, because I am so concerned about what's going on in this country and our future for our kids and their grandkids and the next generation beyond. Our elected officials in Washington are racking up a debt that you can't even comprehend. When you talk about a federal deficit at the end of September of the fiscal year of $1.42 trillion, now they just raised the national debt, I guess, from about 12 trillion something to 14 trillion. That's a 30% increase in the national debt ceiling from when Obama took office. Not even a year, and the national debt ceiling is going up 30% already. That's inconceivable. When you put that out to the math per household or per individual, it's just numbers that I'm not going to tell you what they are, because they're just so inconceivable. And then you talk about the takeover of our healthcare system. I just can't imagine. Years ago, I went up to Canada, back when Hillary got elected president the first time, and they were talking about the universal health care. And I was in a position to go up with and meet with some medical people and provincial government people. And I had a wide awakening back then. I guess I was a little naive. I didn't realize how a socialist system they have up there. But the Canadians, they're taxed every time they turn around. They've got taxes on taxes, and I was amazed. And the only reason the Canadian system has lasted this long is because the United States is next door, and they come down here and get the treatment they need. And we're the only country that has research and development. And this administration, this Congress wants to destroy that. and we're going to fight to make sure that doesn't happen. And I'm so disgusted about it myself that I decided I'm running for Congress in this next year to help take back American discipline. I guess since I said that, I guess I'm going to tell you which district. The 18th district against Zach Space. Zach Space has voted for this boondoggle deficit spending. He's voted for crap and tax. He's voted to take over our healthcare system. And he's Nancy Pelosi's lapdog. He likes to say he's a blue dog, but you know what a blue dog really is? It's a yellow dog holding their breath, hoping we go away. So thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks for supporting Matt, and we're going to keep supporting him for whatever endeavors he goes on. Thank you very much.